Now it's time again to start thinking about your evaluation thinking method. In this position, it's white's turn to move. Who do you think has an advantage here? Pause the video to think about it. Okay, so this is still pretty much opening stage of the game, and it's impossible to say that either side has an advantage. However, there's a few things that we do notice. We notice that black is going to have a little difficulty developing this bishop because it's stuck behind that pawn. And we can also see white already has 3 pieces developed. Black has only 2 pieces developed. Okay, so we can say here that it's still opening stage of the game. Neither side has an advantage yet. I'm going to suggest 2 moves for white in this position, and then you must say which one you think is better. Compare them in terms of evaluation criteria. Okay, so knight takes d5 or castle. Which move do you think is better? Pause the video to think about it. Okay, so let's look at this move first. Knight takes, and obviously black will recapture us. What did we achieve as white? Well, we actually helped black because this bishop that was a problem to develop is going to develop much easier now. We've helped black increase his control in the center. Black is now making a tempo move against us because we'll have to do something with a threat against our bishop. And so we've helped black to gain some time in the opening. Those are all things that you don't want to give your opponent without reason. So definitely the move castle makes a lot more sense here. Get your king safe, get your rook out of the corner, and continue with your development. Okay, so that's the first one. Let's go on to the second exercise for today. Okay, in this position it's black's turn to move. Who do you think has an advantage here? Use your 5-step evaluation thinking process and keep in mind that white has the threat to capture our rook or our queen. You can pause the video to think a bit about it. So I think it's fair to say that black has an advantage here. In terms of material, he's a pawn ahead. In terms of king safety, his king seems a bit safer over here than what the white king is there at the moment. In terms of piece development, the black pieces are better developed, specifically since this white rook is not helping. Okay, so those were the main points in this position. Now, white is threatening to capture our rook. I'm going to suggest 2 possible ways to solve this, and you must say which one you think is better. Queen to f5 or rook to f3. Think about these 2 moves and then say which one you think is better. You can pause the video to think about it. Okay, let's look at this move first of all. And in terms of the evaluation criteria, this move is not the best because we lose material. And not only do we lose material, we also now weaken our king safety because the white queen is suddenly in a good position now to start checking us and threatening the black king. So from that point of view, the move queen to f5 wasn't the best. This move is a nice move for a few reasons. And the first reason being it stops the exchanges. Now, when you are on the attack, you want to try to prevent exchanges because attacking pieces are strong pieces. You want to try keep them on the board as long as possible to put your opponent under as much pressure as possible. You see, we now have pressure against the bishop. We've got pressure against the queen possibly in some variations. The point is, since we have better development and since the white king is a target in this position, we don't want to just exchange all the pieces. We want to keep the pieces on the board. That's why this move, rook f3, is a nice move. It stops the exchanges and it helps black to keep his advantage here. Okay, so that was the evaluation exercises for today, and then I'll see you again tomorrow. Cheers.